The very first thing, and most important, is set right the name of an innocent person that was used by these deceitful people. Father Justo Lafieto commented after his beautiful homily. He stated his name should not have been used. He also said he has not published those pictures and any wording added to those pictures. He denies any association with the pictures, words, phrases, and has not confirmed anything. Watch it for yourself.
Terminar. Tengo que decirlo, no lo iba a decir porque, bueno, muchas veces usan mi nombre, pero bueno, se ha difundido por ahí una foto de la estatua de San Pedro, del santuario de Nuestra Señora del Rosario de San Nicolás, de Argentina. Que, bueno, la habrán visto, ¿no? Que no procede, como él dice, de mi cortesía, dice, ajo, cortesía, Padre Justo Lafeudo, sino que es de dominio público y se puede encontrar fácilmente en Internet. Yo no la he publicado. Si lo hubiera publicado, estaría por el canal que tengo, ¿no? Y los canales, ¿eh? Pero no lo hice, no he hecho eso. Y no tiene por qué estar mi nombre ahí. Y más aún, porque van agregando cosas y apareció en Italia, también amigos italianos me dicen, pero usted dijo esto. Y con una serie de cosas, incluso calificativos, ¿no? que no me pertenecen. Entonces, esto quería aclararlo, bueno, para decir que yo no di ninguna licencia, ninguna cortesía, que me han puesto de algo que es de dominio público.
So now we know that the so-called confirmations from Father Justo Lafeudo were a lie. We know those who used his name under pictures, placed courtesy of Father Justo, were also lying. It makes you kind of think, how many more lies have they hidden? This is the original image posted throughout the internet. The interval is the time that passes between two shots. The lapse of time within these two images is obviously based on months or years, and not days. You can't look at the images side by side and think this was the day before, and this one the day after. At least I can't. There are many inconsistencies. The first image on the left looks normal. The second image on the right looks like the perspective is off. The statue appears to be closer, nevertheless, the wall to the right gives the impression it shrunk a little too much by the lightning strike, and the molding trim behind his head is out of position. Also caused by the lightning, I guess. All joking aside. Seriously, do you really believe that this is the same image? Of the same statue, before and after the lightning strike? I believe in the truth, but I know that one lie leads to another. Which brings us to the next point. So, was there one lightning strike, or were there two? It's amazing. One lightning strike unleashed such power on both the keys at the front of the statue, then the halo on the back of the head, simultaneously, without destroying anything between both points. Let's now speak of the unnamed institute, who reportedly sent an unnamed individual to Buenos Aires, who supposedly took that picture of the image in question. The image of the statue with no hand belongs to and is copyrighted by Carlos Caso Rossendi, a native Argentinian that writes from Rome. Is this the so-called unnamed individual they sent? I know something took place at the sanctuary of Our Lady of the Rosary of San Nicolas. Something occurred to the hand and keys of that statue. I don't doubt this part of the story. I know the weather was grave. In effect, there were two stories reported throughout the same dates: severe storms killing at least 13, and a video of a child holding an umbrella that was struck by lightning. In the following segment, we ask a question. Are your powers of observation very high? The idiomatic and proverbial expression, "a picture is worth 1,000 words," will be more effective than using explanations in this case. The images you are now observing were taken over 2 years ago. The images of the statues are captures from a video I have included below, courtesy of Mark E. You can see both the statues in the front of the sanctuary and the date the video posted. The image, as you can observe, the key and the shepherd's staff are intact. The statue also shows scuffs and scrapes of that rough exterior, resembling the statue from the picture without the key. However, there is not any evidence of a halo. It is definitely easy for anyone to go online and find a substantial number of the same image without the halo. I have read and heard most of Catholic media and Catholic forums. journalists, repeatedly state they check their sources meticulously, that they have strict attentiveness to their reporting. Nevertheless, they repeat and report on an article with half-truths, practically knowing the truth but purposely publishing it anyway. This is disappointing when we so wholeheartedly want the truth. We as Catholics desire the truth. The truth is set in our hearts, a clear distinction without hesitation or doubt. We demand truth and clarity, crystal clear teachings with no confusion from those leading the Church. Nevertheless, some Catholic forms seem to have forgotten what truthfulness and accuracy really is. Regarding the questions asked by many concerning this miraculous sign of divine wrath, some have questioned the amount of keys St. Peter's statue held before it was struck. The person who wrote the article state, locals confirm there were 2 keys. Please focus on the images from 2 years ago. There is undeniably 1 key. We can catch sight of a shadow that might be confused with a second key. Look closely, the statue's hand was made grasping the key tightly. There is no room for more keys. The images are very clear. In accordance with news organizations, the priests of the sanctuary have issued a statement that rejects the symbolic interpretation that has nothing to do with any priest or personnel from the sanctuary. The news forms have attached the symbolic interpretation themselves. They seem to have forgotten that which is true is in accordance with fact or reality. It is pretty simple. Twisting the facts or distorting the truth appears to be very popular, taking advantage of people's willingness to believe based on what is published rather than fact. Unfortunately, there is so much dishonesty in our society about the very nature of truth. Please be aware of those who exaggerate titles, overemphasize the smallest details, and inflate the news to draw readers in. I leave you with this Bible verse. 1 Corinthians 13:4-6. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing but rejoices with the truth.